call for PCP Jerry Barnes, 71614. Thank you, Jerry, for over 50 years of exemplary service in this profession.
The tears were flowing as Jerry Barnes took his last call with Muskoka Paramedic Service on Thursday. Barnes served for his entire 50 years as a paramedic in Muskoka, but he says it's time now to move on to retired life where he can put more focus on family and a quieter life.
I think for the next year I'm going to basically stay at home. I'm going to do some work around my farm. I have 6 horses and a little farm, so I'm going to do some work there. Spend a whole lot of time with my grandkids, which I haven't had a chance to see in the last year, so I'm hoping to get to spend a lot of time with that. I'm just going to relax for the first year, and then we'll decide what we need to do after that.
After 50 years, Barnes is still humble in how he views his service to this community, saying it's the little things that made his career memorable.
Most paramedics would be happy to tell you about the dramatic calls, the great saves and that, and I've always been more inclined to think that the little calls, the ones where we're taking the little old lady for a treatment of some kind, where they're scared and frightened, and you can reassure them. I think those little calls always make the difference, and those are the ones that I've always prided myself in giving the extra effort to. So.
Paramedic Chief Jeff McWilliams says it was important, despite COVID, to make sure Barnes had the send-off that he deserved.
Jerry has made such an impact, not only in the community, but with his peers here in Paramedic Services. This morning when he arrived, there were a couple of us here at 6:30, and there wasn't a dry eye around. Just, the loss of his professionalism, his positivity around the station is just, you just can't replace that going on. And if we were in different times, we would have a different celebration than we're having today. So we're trying to honor him as best as we can. 50 years, man, it's crazy.
And despite the restrictions of COVID, Barnes' colleagues were still able to give him a proper goodbye with the use of Zoom, watching as he was presented with special mementos to remember his 50 years of service and giving him their own well wishes and goodbyes. Barnes was overwhelmed by the level of love and respect shown to him during this final shift.
It's I don't feel it's deserved, but it's something I will remember for the rest of my life. It's been a spectacular day for me.
We are not worried about any grass growing under your feet, Jerry. Enjoy this next journey. Thank you, and all the best. Dispatch quick.